That's dope. Now, I don't know if you've covered this before, but did you go to Eazy E's funeral? Why or why not?
Yeah, I did. I did go.
You did?
Yeah,
Okay.
me and Adrian went together, dude. Me and Adrian rolled
Okay.
together. And it was interesting, just to say it like that. You know, I think nobody.
Can I ask you who were some of the people there that you saw that you didn't expect to see? You're like, oh shit, this person's here.
Mayor Compton, Omar Bradley was there. He spoke at the funeral, and I know because him and Eazy butt heads sometimes. They was cool, but they butted heads. Okay, because Compton was going through his problems, and Eazy was providing the soundtrack for the problems. Okay, right. And I was always butting heads. And the guy the interview I had last week that didn't come off that well, a boy out of Atlanta. He was one of the guys that was kind of helped negotiate some things between Ruthless and the city of Compton, because the white people came to Compton with a script of girls butt naked, half naked in wet t-shirts and blah blah blah, and they said we can't get this to the city council, so they had to put everything on hold, go back and clean it up, and then present it to them, because some people have a perspective of, some people just think we don't give a damn, okay? And in the streets, it may look like that, but when it comes to City Hall, oh, they give a damn. So I can't green light a video with girls in wet t-shirts and bikinis doing a bunch of gyrating and stuff from the city, as a city father, okay? So they had to go back and change the video to make it work. So they put Lolos in there instead. So it would fly. But yeah, it was Omar was there, and he spoke at the funeral. That's kind of surprising, because I know I had to go in a couple times and do some negotiating for Rufus to get some things done, because they wasn't checking for him. It wasn't checking for him. Dude, you making my job even more harder as a mayor. Then they named him the gangster mayor of Compton. So it just made for a hell of a situation, Doc.
R.I.P. to Eazy E. Who knows what he'd be doing if he was here, but I'm sure it would be something great. Ray Brown says he met Eazy at a mall in 87, 88. That's dope. I'm sure you'll remember that for the rest of your life. Deuce Time says, what a coincidence that Eazy's B-Day and the day Pac got shot are the same day. One ends and one begins. Yeah. Now, this is how I would love to, actually kind of wrap it up, or talk about this for a minute, but we're coming up within the next 6 days of Tupac's death. He was shot today, like someone said, same birthday as Eazy E. What a coincidence. But we've talked about Tupac. We talk about him once a year. Tell everybody your thoughts of Tupac, what you thought about him when you first heard him, and just your overall feelings about Tupac.
I met Tupac 2 times. One, the Paramount Studio, another one was at an event that we did. It was in Seattle, Washington. And watching Tupac, even from a distance, you ever watch the cartoon Tasmanian Devil? Mm-hmm. And it's like it was so much energy around him. That's how I was like watching Tupac. Because Tupac would be having 2 or 3 conversations at the same time, one with a girl, one with a guy, and he just had that energy, man. And this dude got me tired just watching his ass. Okay, Adrian was his manager. So Adrian is super laid back, dude, super laid back. And he was able to handle it. He had too much energy for me, and he had a lot of charisma at the same time. And when he hit the stage, that energy turned into charisma, and the whole stage just lit up. Once he hit the stage, it just lit up, dude. And you can't buy that. You can't teach that. You can't buy that. I haven't seen anybody like that in quite some time, Doc. You can't.
What made him different? What made him different to you?
What made him different to me, of all the gangsters, Cube, Dre, Snoop, he was the only one that ever showed the soft side. He talked shit about women, in his video and some of the music. Then he also makes songs that was dedicated to women. Okay, keep your head up, Brenda got a baby. Things like that. And then he also played the sexy role. The bathtub with the jewels on in the bathtub. So you ain't never seen no so-called gangster do nothing like that. Okay? And that's what I liked about Tupac. he showed versatility. He wasn't all about just being hard, being for the fellas. He's like, hey man, I got something for you too, and that made him a lot different. That's why he's always going to be loved and respected more long after a lot of cats do. Oh man, he still got that love, man. He got love for the men and the women, not just the thugs, but he got love for the women. He wasn't a bad looking dude, and he played that role, man. That guy did like what 4 or 5 movies. He was starring in movies. Mm-hmm. He was starring in movies, and I talked to Joe Torre. When I talked to Joe Torre, he was the Tupac with him and Janet Jackson. Okay.
Oh yeah. Poetic Justice.
Poetic Justice. Thank you. And me and Joe was kicking one time about Tupac. He said, man, he was the coolest dude in the world. He just didn't take no shit. He would tell people, hey man, I can't do that. I'm not doing that right there. We gotta do it like this right here. And sometimes he would fall out with the directors or the writers, but once he did it his way, they said, oh, I get it now. And he said, sometimes there would just be a straight head button because he saw something in himself that they didn't see, or they wanted to do some more trick move, and then I ain't doing that. Okay, and that's what made him set him apart. I mean, this dude, he did Poetic Justice, he did Juice. Mm-hmm. He was in that movie with
Gridlock,
the cop movie where he shot Gridlock.
Gridlock Above the Rim. The cop movie with John Belushi.
Yeah,
John Belushi one.
That's ain't that Gridlock?
No, Gridlock is the one where he was a heroin addict. Gridlock was he was a heroin addict. Him and the girl and the white dude. But yes, the one with John Belushi where they were the cops. That was right before he passed, or right after or something.
That's 5. That's 5, right? That's 5. Mm-hmm. So this dude, he was a key player out front, co-starred and starred in 5 movies. And come on, man, who else did that? I mean, Q did it, but I mean, he and all them roles were different. I mean, he showed versatility. No disrespect to Q, but he pretty much plays Cube in his movies. Okay,
Ricochet. That's the name of the movie.
Ricochet.
Thanks, Ray Brown.
Right. So yeah, man, he had a different. He was a true talent. He was
gang related.
Gang related.
Gang related. Yeah, man. Yeah, right. There it is. Yeah.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
So and something I just thought about as I'm sitting here thinking right now. 8, Tupac, and Ice Cube all got one thing in common.
8, Tupac, and Ice Cube. Let me think. Damn, I don't got. What is it?
They're all Geminis.
Oh shit! I see. That should have been my go-to.
They're all Geminis.
That should have been my go-to.
It just dawned on me. As I'm sitting there talking, all of them did movie parts. All of them did. They got a big break from music into music. I don't know why 8 didn't do more movies, but but Q and Tupac and 8, they all stepped up and they stepped into another realm of their career by doing movies. They all happen to be Geminis.
Oh, that's crazy. And speaking of 8, because I was a big MCA fan growing up, still love listening to his music every once in a while. Music to Drive By is one of my favorite West Coast albums of all time. But what I think is so cool about today is that, someone who hasn't had a hit in a long time, let's keep it real, 8 hasn't had a hit in a minute, but he could still capitalize and make money and do his thing on a podcast. And I think it's just so dope that he pretty much reinvented his whole career doing the podcast with James Steele and them.
Gangster Chronicles.
Yeah, I think that's so dope. Something in me just like, I love that people who you would have written off, you know what I'm saying, 10, 15 years ago, they're like, nah, now I'm doing my own thing.
I ain't mad at him. At all.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Let's see. What do we got here? Yeah, so Ed Eazy at Stouffer's Hotel. Checking in. What's up, everyone in the comments? Hope everyone had a great 3-day weekend. Thank you so much, Yokanan. James Belushi, that's him, not Jim Belushi.
Yeah,
Jim Belushi was from SNL, I think.
Right.
You know what? Let's wrap it up with this, Lonzo. Little grown-ass man enlightenment. A few weeks ago, we told a story. Is that your phone? Is that you or me?
Ain't me.
Oh, shit. I hear a buzzing sound.
Ain't me.
Oh, okay. It stopped. A few weeks ago, we told a story about P.J. Washington, the basketball player who dated Instagram model Brittany Renner, who left him shortly after she got pregnant. You remember the story from a few weeks back?
Right.
Yep. Well, this past weekend, he seems to be dating another Instagram model now. He's been posting up lovey-dovey on her, posting pictures on his IG, and men on social media are pretty much saying they're done with him. Look, dude, if you didn't learn the first time, I'm done with you.
Dude, you can't stop a trick from being a trick. You can't stop it, dude. You can't stop a trick from being a trick. Okay, it's I've seen it 1,000 times. I've seen it 1,000 times and twice on Sunday, man. It's just some dudes, they just gotta have a certain thing. They don't get it, they don't learn their lesson, and they'll do the same thing and expecting a different result. And she pop up pregnant, I'm gonna cut his balls off myself. Okay? Because, dude, if you that stupid, let them take all your money. I don't give a damn. And being a cat, being a dude that tries to mentor dudes, man, try to mentor brothers to talk to them, talk to young brothers, and you see a cat with a DUI and just get his license back, and he's finally driving, and he put up to your house, and he got a beer between his legs. You didn't learn, did you? Okay, I can't mess with you, man. I'm not wasting my time. Okay, like my boy Big Mac said today, Matthew McDaniel said today, man, I'm not wasting my time on nothing because what did he say? He said, my future is already here. I'm not wasting no time with no fools. My future's already here, man. Okay.
I'm too old for this. I'm too old. If I told you something once, let alone twice, if I really love you, I'm gonna tell you twice. Anything after that, you're on your own, player.
Well, my daddy told me that about going to jail. I said, boy, I'm gonna come get you out of jail one time. I'm out of jail 2 times. First time, he told me you're gonna go to jail. Huh? You're gonna go to jail. Okay. And I can see myself going to jail. You're gonna go to jail. Okay. And he says, first time I'm coming to get you, because sometimes things just happen. The second time, I'm coming to get you. Okay. Third time, you've been there twice. Okay. If you ain't learned nothing by then, you must like where you are. And I told Dre the same thing. That's why we fell out. That's why me and Dre fell out. I told him the same thing my daddy told me. Okay. I'm gonna get you out once. I got you out twice. Third time, either you don't give a damn, so why should I? Okay. And that's how both folks feel. You know what I'm thinking about today, man? I was talking to a friend of mine earlier. I got a couple minutes, right?
Oh yeah, we good. Yeah.
Okay. I was thinking about the last time I had a fight. It was this fight was the most stupidest thing I've ever been a part of, and I'm just trying to help somebody. Okay, I'm at my club, the Current Affair. Club is rocking. I look over, I see a lady, she's crying. Okay, and I'm the club owner. I'm a gentleman. I'm gonna check on. Maybe is something wrong? You all right? Can I help you with something? She said, I think I see the guy that shot my son. Oh shit! I don't know what do I put the guy out? What do I do? So I'm just talking to her, and she's bawling. Okay, I think that's him. She's not sure, but I'm just let's go outside and get some air. So I'm outside talking to her, and her nephew come outside. Look at what you do to my auntie. What you do to my auntie? So he gets all in my face. He all up in here. Hey man, calm down. She was just crying. You make my auntie cry, nigga? I'll beat dude. No, man, I'm just talking to her. So he did not understand. I was just talking to her, and for men, this had to be the most ignorant shit in the world. But as a grown man, that nigga hit my switches, man. Nigga, I stopped trying to explain to him, and he wanted to fight. And like, you know what? Let's do this. So here we are in the parking lot. We outside in the parking lot. And I thought about it, but the nigga said something to me, man, that made me almost not want to fight him, but I also realized he was ignorant as hell. The nigga said, hold my teeth. Nigga took his teeth out of his mouth, said, hold my teeth, okay? So I'm sitting there like, nigga, I'm laughing, but I can't take my eyes off this fool because he got somebody holding his teeth, right? So we get to scrapping, and we scrapping for a minute. So I go to hitting, and my parking lot at the club, it was at gravel, there's loose gravel. So I slip on my knee. My cousin sees me go down on one knee. He think I done got knocked down. He go grabs the house pistol.
Oh, yeah. I know.
He go grab the house pistol. Pow, pow. He shoot 2 in the air. Okay? Fight over with. Homeboy still talking stuff. I'm like, I'm going back to DJ. This is ridiculous. But somebody, don't know who, called Inglewood PD. Okay? So I told my cousin, I said, man, you shot the gun, put the gun in the office in the safe. Put the gun in the office in the safe. Okay? My cousin, he out there trying to negotiate and talk, and I'm through fighting. I'm through. So I go back in the club, I start DJing. So Inglewood PD comes to the club. I'm in the DJ booth. I told my cousin, said, Joe, put the 357 Magnum in the safe in the office. Joe don't do shit I tell him to do. Joe takes the 357 Magnum and sticks it in a phone book. And it's sitting on the counter like this.
Motherfucking Joe. God damn it, Joe.
It's sitting on the counter like this. The 357 Magnum is hanging out the phone book. Okay? Here's the phone book sitting right by me in the DJ booth. And there the gun is sitting in the phone book. It was much bigger than what it is right now. So the phone book is just bulging with 357 Magnum. Police say, were you in a fight? Oh, hell no. I had no fight. What I didn't know is when I went down on my knee, I didn't know my pants were ripped. Cop took his flashlight, looked at my pants. I had ripped my pants from my knee down to the ankle. So now he got me and my gun. We handcuffed outside my own club. I told the cop, I own the club. He looked at me like I was crazy. I told my cousin, who was not handcuffed, go get the liquor license and show the cop that my name was on their liquor license. He showed the cop the liquor license, and they still got my ass handcuffed. Now the cop is trying, so allegedly somebody got shot. Then they start telling you all the lies and stuff. Somebody got shot. So they got me and my doorman handcuffed. They got the brother who I was fighting, he handcuffed. After 45 minutes, the cops finally let me and my partner go. The Negro that I was talking to, that I was fighting with, he literally talked his way into a case by fucking with the police. So I realized sometimes you just can't talk to some people, man. Mm-hmm. That's one of the situations I learned at a later date. Just walk away. You can't, because he was just a fool. He was a bona fide fool. He wanted to fight. He wanted to go to jail. And I fell for his shit. Thank God. All I lost that night was my 357 Magnum. Okay? But that was my last fight that I could recall. And I'm like, you know what? That was the stupidest shit. It was the stupidest fight I ever had in all my life. Stupidest fight I ever had in all my life. But again, if I had to let my emotions take control, because it was no reason for us to fight. I was like, Nick, you get on my nerves. Fuck this. Let's do this. Okay? But he got his teeth back and he talked himself into jail.
And sadly, there are a lot of people in jail right now who are serving a very long time because they simply didn't walk away. So let's end it there, my man. What's you got anything coming up on Thursday?
I'm looking to interview the Force MDs, man. I talked to one of the guys last night. They were in Vegas last night doing a show with a buddy of mine, and they said they'll do the show. So I'll hook them up tomorrow with the link. And because Force MDs and Wrecking Crew were a hot show back in the day. We were like, that was like for hip hop, that was like Cameo playing what I don't know the Dramatics, because them cats they sing their ass off, and we bring in the funk, the high energy funk, and we also had a ballad too. So it made for a hell of a show, man. And we was pretty cool back in the day, man. 3 of the guys that I know of died, but one cat that I was cool with, he's still with us. So I'm looking to interview them guys on Thursday. So I'm looking to see what they're doing. So they back doing their shows, and maybe we'll be joining them on the road sometime in the near future. You never know.
Yeah, buddy. Sounds good, man. Always a pleasure, dude. Thank you so much for enlightening me every week. I really enjoy these conversations. I hope you guys in the comment section learned something. I thank you all for tuning in. Please hit that like button if you can before you go. We have 43 people in the building, 23 likes. If you guys can hit that like button real quick before you guys exit the building, it will be much appreciated. It helps the channel, and we just thank you for everything.
I see 45. Oh man, tomorrow at 8:45, I'll be on Channel 11.
Oh, no shit.
I'll be on, I'll be promoting my
Fox 11, right?
Fox 11, 8:45 with Michel'le Pereira. I'll be on there to promote my prostate cancer walk for September 18th. So yes.
Oh hell yeah! I'm gonna try to record that. Dope. All right. Good shit, my man. Go for it.
Folks, from the West Coast to the East Coast and everything in between, folks. From Eve After Dark to Concerts in the Park, you're live with the Godfather West Coast hip hop, none other than Lonzo, and my main man, the Dusty One, Dusty Vision. Much love for you folks. See y'all next week, God willing. Peace.
Peace.